Hey Nash, what should we make?
I have a hankering for fried rice and for In-N-Out. Let's make an animal-style cheeseburger fried rice that Uncle Roger won't hate.
All right, let's make an In-N-Out animal-style fried rice that hopefully Uncle Roger won't hate. Welcome back to Chaos Kitchen, where we love to make fusion videos. Look, I've been watching Uncle Roger and especially his fried rice reaction videos and him cooking fried rice for years. I also love the So You Want to Get Fat podcast with Chef Brian Sow and Chef Frenchie, Paul Denamiel. Lots of fried rice. We've made a few different fried rices on here, but I thought we've done a lot of In-N-Out animal style type fusion stuff. Why not make an In-N-Out animal style fried rice? There was a cheeseburger rice that Guy Fieri highlighted on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, but it was like super wet. It was a bunch of sauces. So I was like, how can we make a dried animal style fried rice? I think I have the answer. We're gonna give it a try. So without further ado, let's go. So we're gonna start by prepping our vegetables, and first we're gonna dice a shallot and a pepper. I searched high and low to find a red pepper, and by high and low I mean I went to 2 stores. Could not find a red pepper. I was looking for any red pepper really. I was looking for like a bird's eye chili, but like a red Fresno or red jalapeno would have done, because it's always red in fried rice. But all I could find was green, so I went with the Serrano. So that's what we're doing. So we just get this guy diced up. Then we got some green onions here. Start by taking off the tops and the butts. And then I'm gonna separate the whites from the greens and get these nice and chopped up. Then we chop up our greens. Spring onions would have probably been the correct ingredient, but this is what I have. Then I'm gonna take one of these guys and slice it on a bias. Those are sexy scallions, according to Esther Choi. So then these will go separate from everything else. And then stay with me here, but just to keep our cheeseburger theme, we are going to dice a few dill pickles. So next we have to make our animal style sauce. Because we're gonna put it into fried rice, we don't wanna add a bunch of liquid. I'm sure that cheeseburger fried rice or whatever that Guy Fieri featured is delicious, but you know what Uncle Roger says about wet rice?
If your rice too wet, you f***ed up.
I have no idea if this is gonna work, but we're gonna attempt to make a powdered version of the In-N-Out special sauce, kind of similar to like a Thousand Island dressing. So we get out a small bowl. The first ingredient's mayo. You can't make mayo into powder because it's fat, so that doesn't really work. But I was thinking, what does mayo bring? Creaminess and a little bit of tang. So I have milk powder and I have buttermilk powder. So I thought, even mixture of that gives you a little bit of cream and a little bit of tang. So my normal ratios are like 8 parts mayo to 3 parts ketchup to about 2 parts sweet pickle relish, and then like 1/3 of a part mustard. So I have the buttermilk powder and the milk powder, so we have 8 parts of that. I'm going with teaspoons. This is 8 teaspoons. Then I thought, hey, their tomato powder exists, but I've never seen ketchup powder, so I dehydrated some ketchup and made it into powder. So, although it seems to like to clump, but we'll try. So there is 3 teaspoons of powdered ketchup. And I did the same thing with the sweet pickle relish. So here's 2 teaspoons of powdered sweet pickle relish, and then 1/3 of a teaspoon of mustard powder. I know this sounds insane, but it might work. So I'm just gonna stir this together, try to get out any clumps. And it totally tastes like a powdered version of In-N-Out special sauce. So there we go. So now we're gonna cook the protein for our fried rice. Of course, since we're doing an In-N-Out animal style cheeseburger kind of deal, it's gonna be ground beef. So in a hot pan on medium heat, a little bit of oil, and we add in our beef. Get that broken up. And we want to get this broken up into like little pieces. It's gonna go in the fried rice. So not too big, but not so like small, but not too small. We don't want to turn this into like a meat paste, like if you think of like Taco Bell's ground beef. And we're just gonna hit this with a little bit of kosher salt, some black pepper, and a little bit of garlic. Stir that in. And then once your beef is almost all the way cooked, stay with me here. We're gonna add 2.5 tablespoons of our special sauce powder. Get that stirred in. And I said cheeseburger, so we can't put cheese in there because then it'll get all gooey. So we got powdered American cheese. It's probably real similar to like the Kraft mac and cheese stuff. I don't know, but we're gonna put in 2 tablespoons of that. Should I have cooked this beef in the same wok we're gonna cook the fried rice in? Probably. Less stuff to clean up. But do I always think before I act? No. So here we are. Okay, our beef's looking pretty good. I'm gonna try a little bit and see where we are. It's beefy, it's cheesy, and it's special saucy. Pretty good. Kill the heat, put it somewhere we're gonna drain off the excess grease. So on to the main event. The first thing we need is day-old rice, or this may be 3 day-old rice. That's okay. Because here's what you want. You want the rice to be nice and dried out so that all the grains are separate, or will separate at least, like this. Oh, look, it's snowing. It's like snow in a Hallmark movie. Strangely, the snow doesn't actually get on any of your clothes. If you happen to be in a pinch and you gotta make rice the same day that you're making fried rice, make the rice, spread it out on a baking sheet, and then throw that into the freezer or the fridge for a while. Freezer probably not as long. Now this is jasmine rice. I did wash it, and I used a rice cooker. I have a cheap rice cooker. I couldn't afford the Baby Elephant brand that Uncle Roger recommends, but hey, Uncle Roger or anyone else, if you want to get it for me, I'll gladly use it. Set that aside. And then we got to make our egg mixture. So to this little bowl, we're going to go in with 1 whole egg and 2 egg yolks. Well, come on, you can do better than that. And then we just whisk this up. If you don't have a whisk, just use chopsticks. It works just fine. I do actually like to use chopsticks for stirring stuff and whisking eggs. It's easy, it works. I'm not just using chopsticks because I hope Uncle Roger sees this video.
Whisk the egg with chopstick good.
And then we set that aside. So we turn our heat on high, we bring out our wok. If you don't have a wok, use a cast iron pan. If you don't have a cast iron pan, maybe you should get one of the 2, but just use a saute pan or something. It'll probably work. If you're just cooking for yourself, I mean, who really cares? Let's be honest. Then we gotta season the wok. Even if your wok is seasoned, you should season it every time you cook. So, wok on high heat, we throw in some neutral oil. We wanna season from up top so we get the whole kind of thing. Then when you see your wok starting to smoke, we dump out the oil. And then once is probably good, but I'm gonna do it once more. According to Esther Choi, you should do it 3 times, and each time you dump out the oil, you should shock it with cold water. There's 1,000 different ways to season a wok. This is just one of them. Then with our wok nice and seasoned, we add more oil. We could use peanut oil, we could use vegetable oil, canola oil, lots of different options. But since we're making a cheeseburger fried rice, I figured why not use Wagyu beef tallow? Whoops, don't drop it on your stove. Once that starts to smoke, we should be good to go. So we throw in our shallots, our garlic, and the whites of our green onions. Get that nice and toasty. Then we add in our egg. Don't do that. We get that stirred around. Wait till the egg gets kind of fluffy. There we go. If you know me and you know my channel, then you already know this. I suck at wok cooking, but I still try, you know? So I do my best. Then we're gonna toss in our rice. Apparently it's just to push this down and get any clumps broken up this way. So I don't wanna stab it. I'm just trying to punch it. And you attempt to pretend like you know what the you're doing with a wok. Then we're gonna add in a little bit of soy sauce. Some of our protein here. That might be too much, but whatever. We're gonna make it work. And then we add in 2 teaspoons of pixie dust.
Fuyo!
2 teaspoons of white pepper. About a tablespoon of our special sauce powder. And then, since I didn't want to add in diced tomatoes, I'm gonna do a teaspoon of tomato powder. And then the greens of our green onions, our pickles, and our peppers, and a little bit of sesame oil. Just make sure and throw a bunch so it falls on your feet. And then we kill the heat. We assess the damage that we did by trying to cook with a wok, and we move on to the next step. And now let's attempt to plate this guy. I just filled this bowl. We put our plate on top, and then we go like this. Oh my God, it's beautiful. And then we just top it with some of our little sexy scallions here. Look at that. Thank you, Esther Choi. Good call. I'm just not good at garnishing. Like, let's be honest, I suck at it bad. That's okay. And then I don't know how to signify that this is In-N-Out animal style fried rice, but I guess, I don't know, it looks pretty good. And there we have our animal style fried rice. And it's time for a bite. Cheers. It's really, really good. I think I did a good job with the fried rice. All the grains are, you taste the grains are all separated. There's no clumps. I don't think it's too wet. I don't think it's too dry. The seasoning is freaking amazing. The beef tastes good. You get a little bit of that cheeseburger taste from that cheese. You get a ton of that sort of In-N-Out special sauce or let's be honest, that sort of Thousand Island-y sort of taste. It all comes through, and it's kind of the very perfect marriage between the animal style In-N-Out cheeseburger and the fried rice, because there's enough elements from each that one doesn't overtake the other. So I think I did a good job, but hey, let me know what you think out of 10. And in addition to that, let's see what Nash thinks. Hey bud, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I was just watching a bunch of fried rice videos so I can point out all the things you did wrong.
Well, check it out. We made this animal style fried rice that you wanted. And of course we made a dog friendly version just for you. Well, here you go. What do you think?
Well, hot dang, that's fire. It really does taste like an In-N-Out burger and fried rice had a baby.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing themselves.
Nash approves, I approve. Hopefully Uncle Roger approves. And hopefully Brian and Frenchie approve too. Look, it's a great fried rice. It was a total experiment, but I say give it a try, especially if you have the means to dehydrate. Well, if you don't have a dehydrator, you can use an oven. Message me, I'll tell you how. I won't go into it here. But yeah, you could dehydrate ketchup and relish and make your own powdered relish and powdered ketchup. And the rest of the stuff you can just buy. It'll work. But it was delicious. Highly recommend. That being said, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you all. Love you all. If you wouldn't mind taking a second, go like, share, subscribe, hype, hit the bell for notifications, all that good stuff. If there's anything you want me to cook and you want me and Nash to taste, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. And hey, if you like this video, go check out some of our other fusion videos somewhere around here. And just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Until next time, be good and peace.